my computer. For my ladies who are here, welcome to the digital charm class, a particular session that I wanted to do. One of two reasons. One, to really give you this magnetic elixir of branding, this industry secret that I'm going to share with you tonight, reveal to you tonight, but also to give you some more details about the program to see if it's a good fit. You know, it may or may not be a good fit. If it is, great. If it's not, totally cool. But I'm glad tonight that Cheryl, Krista, Margot, Takia, Jaybird, and Julie have come on and to ask some questions about the program just to see if this is what your business needs. So thanks again for coming tonight. As you can see, I am out of breath, almost about to pee on myself. Super excited because I love sharing this. These are things that I have executed, I've implemented, so I know they work. And for those of you who are new, let me introduce myself to you. Maybe for those of you on the replay, this is your first time ever coming to a webinar of mine. I am Nikisha Ware, leader of the Secret Code, where the creative type comes for all things mindset and marketing, and to transform her money blueprint for social media impact and influence. And that's what we're talking about. Your charm, your natural magic creates and is a conduit really for your impact and influence on social media. So today, what we're going to talk about really is something that you've come to. And I hope, you've come with a mind and heart to gather something. So I just want that commitment from each one of you before we move forward, that you will contemplate one thing that we shared tonight, look at it in a different way. And just by typing yes in the comments, if you commit to that, you know what, this is not going to be just a waste of your time. We're not here for shits and giggles. Ladies, anything that you embark upon, I don't care if it's a program, a course, a training, a convention, a conference, walking away with one thing, just one thing, y'all, that's enough. Sometimes we start programs or we start and embark upon an endeavor and we think that we got to do all the things at once. You don't. Remember what Jeff Olson says in The Slight Edge, the 1%, that's the distinction. That's the huge difference between those who are successful and unsuccessful. The successful just do consistently over time, small efforts. Yes, Krista says yes. Cheryl says yes, Margot. Cheryl says yes. Jaybird, yes, yes. So tonight, we're going to start from the beginning. Many of the women that are in my community, they've come because there has been some missing puzzle piece, some clue that they need. And they're like, okay, if I could just have one thing and everything falls into place, and maybe this program is that piece of the puzzle for you. So I invite you at the end of this course, should you try choose to do it, to come into the Secret Code. I'm opening admission again after this 8-week course is over. I invite you to stay on and even maybe to entertain doing one-on-one coaching with me if you want to explore other ways to expand your business. So speaking of clues, there are some clues that your business needs a facelift, a makeover, a better brand, if you have one at all. So we'll start from the very beginning. And how do you know if you need to further develop your brand? Here's a clue. If you've got inconsistent messaging and visuals on your profile or on your website, and you feel like your branding is all over the place, or if you're starting out, you're new, and you feel insecure about which direction to take, or maybe you feel self-conscious, you're not really confident about putting yourself out there, increasing your visibility because, hey, I've been in a company before, or I've done this, or my folks think I'm crazy, and you're not really sure about where the people are going to come from to your page. Or you might have been like me. You know what? I was a jack of all trades. I was overwhelmed with self-doubt because I wanted to do everything all at once, and I didn't know how to put it all together to make it flow. I was kind of, piecemealing my branding. But I was also at that place where I was just coming off of, our network marketing business. We had hit 6 ranks in the first 3 years, but we hit a wall. Our business plateaued, flatlined. We couldn't get any customers. And I was like, how am I going to attract people to my business? I think I've blown out everybody in my warm market in the 601. I begged all of my friends and family, and they're avoiding me. What do I do next? And then when I did get online, get this, ladies, have you experienced this? You attract people who leave, or they might not have been a good fit. Not to say that everybody is your customer, or that something was wrong with your coaching or your selling, but sometimes you just didn't get the right women going in the right direction, in the right boat. You feel me on that? Or if they came, they tried to not, especially if you're a coach or a consultant, not pay you what you believe you're worth. And over time, your branding and your salesmanship just did not feel right. Has that been you? So if that has been you, tonight is going to be of value to you. I can guarantee that. Tonight we're going to talk about the program, what the digital charm class looks like, but we're also going to talk about this one particular piece of salesmanship, y'all, that teachers, trainers, coaches just aren't training us on. And we know that they're doing it because they're getting repeat engagements. They're getting repeat sales from us over and over again. Well, I'm going to share with you tonight what that is, and you're probably going to recognize it as soon as I share it with you. So we'll also talk about how you can stand out. Seth Godin says that you can be remarkable or invisible. You have to choose. And the thing is that if you want to build your business on Facebook or Instagram or Snapchat, you got to either be first, you got to either be great, or you just got to be unforgettable. So I want you to remember that word, unforgettable. So we're going to also help you in this program to build your brand in a way, ladies, that brings more bees to your honey, bring more moths to your flame, who are more drawn to you instead of you pitching and scamming and spamming people. Now, does that sound like fun? Y'all want some of that? Who would love some of that? So we're going to start right here. Julie says, yes, I want some of that. We're going to start, y'all, with this particular quote. And I've actually found this connection. I didn't understand this, y'all, when I first started my business back in 2013. I had no idea that this was the quote, proverbial selling ticket. Krista says all of that. So, and I know that, ladies, at your core, you're ready for bigger things. You're ready to leverage your business, maybe to launch a new product or a course, or maybe transition from your current branding. Well, you are in the right place because you are a part of these ladies right here who are a part of a larger group of driven entrepreneurs who want to build their dream business. And you're literally right now on Facebook. So even if this is day 1 for you, even if this is day 100 for you, you're still shaping and creating your future, by defining how you want to show up in the world, right? And that's why you're my people. And I didn't understand this connection, y'all, the connection and how much of selling is an emotional and spiritual work. Do y'all agree with that? Drop agree in the comments if you do. I had no idea that selling was really just relationships. It's really simple. If you want to make more sales, create more relationships. That means that you've got to first build the following, attract your tribe, engage them, and then sell. Y'all, and it's a spiritual experience. And I know you know that, but here's the thing. Selling is a sacred vehicle. That's how we get, your mama and daddy sold you on an education when you were young. So often I would hear people say, well, you know what? When I was in network marketing, I'm not a salesperson. Yes, you are, boo. You've been you've been doing the selling, or you've been sold to all of your life. All of your life, your folks sold you on an education. Your teachers sold you on being a great citizen and being productive in our society. Cheryl agrees with that, right? We've been selling, your physicians sell you on a healthy lifestyle. Y'all, we do this naturally. We do this naturally. It's divine. It's straight from source. It's straight from God. And there is nothing to be ashamed of when it comes to selling and comes to sharing with people on Facebook. That's your work. That's your life's work. And I believe in the soulful art of selling. I believe in it with everything that I am. It's not about spamming anyone. It's not about convincing people to buy something that they don't need, or being forceful, manipulative, or pushy. That's gross. People don't come on Facebook to be sold. They come to be informed, motivated, inspired, educated. I like to use the word edutainment. Right? Educate me, but also entertain me. After a long working day, who wants to be sold? People are looking for transformation, not information. And we'll talk a little bit about that. So selling is a commitment to your calling, right? Even the master teachers were salesmen, right? It's an act of service. It's you showing up for the people that you have been commissioned on Facebook to serve. We just got to figure out who those people are. And it actually starts with your branding. And there is one piece of branding, that I'm going to share that to me is pretty remarkable. Again, it's a piece that all of the coaches and trainers are doing, yet I don't know of many people that are actually training people to do this, and more importantly, how. But imagine if you knew where to start, or you knew exactly what your branding was, or you could put all the pieces of the puzzle together, put it all under one umbrella so it looks attractive, and it is a heat-seeking, lead-generating machine for you. And if you could feel confident in doing that, you could sell with your soul, knowing that I am attracting the people that I want to work with, not the crazies and the weirdos, and that you don't have to spend a lot of time trying to figure it out on your own and spending 4 hours on Facebook, right? Just imagine if you knew what words to say, how to phrase things, how to do a live that would convey to your particular tribe members, because every woman is not a customer, right? But just speaking to your people, when the master teacher, Jesus, was teaching, y'all, he spoke in parables. He spoke in codes so that only the folks that this needed to, to be connected to him heard it. And you've got a people, y'all, and you can speak straight to them. I mean, isn't that how you got here tonight? I mean, how good would that be? Would that relieve some of the pressure, until it got better for you? Well, you are proof positive tonight of how that is real. You're here, and you got here based on these very basic attraction marketing principles. And can y'all do exactly what I did? Or could you learn how? Yes, drop a yes in the comments if you can do that. Can you do what I did, or learn how? Just think about how you got here. Think about it. Think about how you got to this particular webinar. And y'all, it's not hard. It's might not necessarily be easy, but it's very simple. And it's about just being yourself. Y'all have demonstrated tonight. Y'all are like a walk-in case study. Now, to the best kept secret that many of the coaches and trainers are not giving away. I want y'all to lean in for this, because this is the thing. When you captivate your audience and have them in your grasp in sales, it is just as much an art as it is a science for you creative types, right? But I say that only 20% of the people who use it understand it, and the rest have no idea what they're doing. And a good saleswoman knows how to talk, but a great saleswoman knows how to tell. Get this, I want y'all to put this in the comment. Stories. Stories are the best kept secret. Telling a story. When I started out in network marketing, I thought it was important for me to know all of the details of the compensation plan, all of the benefits, the tricks, the trades of our product. Y'all, people don't want information. They can Google information. They need a guide to show them the way. They need someone to help them transform their life. Have you heard that phrase, facts tell, stories do what? That's right, Takia, stories sell. Stories sell. Don't nobody care about how many omega 3s you got in your little old shake. Don't tell me something I can go Google. Case in point, if you go right now, for those of you who are selling a product, or for those of you who are coaching, a consultant, go to someone who you look up to in your field if you're a coach. Go to their website, go to Tony Robbins, or go to Jack Canterfield. Look at their testimonials. Look at their reviews. Go to Amazon. Look at what the customers are saying. If you go to Amazon right now, it's not even debatable that they're the #1 seller in the world, edging out Walmart. If you look at the reviews, the customers do not say, this particular eye cream has fatty acids and what's the word? Lipids. Yeah, lipids to give a boost to your puffy. No, baby. They're telling you, honey, this will take 20 years off your life and you'll feel like you are 35 again. They're telling women how they will feel. They're painting a picture of what life will look like. People want transformation, ladies, not information. And stories have a profound effect on our brains and on our behavior. Cue the science lesson. When you were a child, and guess what? Even our kids now, most of you are mamas. Guess what? Go back to your childhood. One of the most basic requests we had as kids, besides I'm hungry or I want some water, was what? At bedtime, what was it? Tell me a story. Tell me a story. Why? Because stories build belief. The persuasive force of stories, y'all, has been well documented in sales. You are in sales. It's the #1 profession in the world. Own it. And a series of experiments and studies have shown that when stories are highly engaging and they contain key elements, including what we learned in 8th grade, right? A basic story had a rise, a climax, and a resolution. Do y'all remember that? 8th grade and 11th grade literature. When you do that, you can elicit, y'all, powerful, emphatic responses that trigger people to get up off those wallets. Tell me a story. And when you do that, it releases oxytocin. Now, I know Margot knows about this because we talk a lot about this in our goddess trainings. It releases oxytocin. And when you release oxytocin, that good feeling stuff, the trust hormone. It produces a connection, right? It produces a connection, and it encourages people to feel empathy. And when you connect with people, those of you who are doing live videos, you know this. When you connect with people, you've got a potential customer, a potential client. People do business with people they know, like, and trust. And we connect with people through stories. That's why Oprah, my spirit animal, the Oprah, was phenomenal at what she did. She connected real people through stories. And however you place the story, it has to have a beginning, a middle, and an end, right? And when you release that oxytocin in the brain of your prospect, it's going to build trust. Trust in your brand, trust in your product, your good service opportunity. And in doing so, sales. So when we tell a story, in a nutshell, a killer story, you can have it full of visual and sensory-based details. Sensory stimulation, y'all, tell a story. That's how you got here. I began with a story. A story is how your leaders and your coaches got you into the program. I bet you could probably know Tony Robbins, Belly and Lair, Fallon Zoe, Ray Higdon. You know their story. You could probably tell it. And everyone has a story. Our stories connect us. And once people feel connected and they feel that you're familiar, that, oh my gosh, she gets me. She understands me. Guess what? You've built trust. Nobody cares that I have a PhD. What? People want to know that you understand them. And when you combine the appeal of both logic and emotion, put some compelling facts in there, you can have your information in there, but couple it with an attractive story, an experience you've had, a defining moment. Lakeisha, I don't have a story. Get somebody else's story. Share a story. Rolfson says the highest paid person in the room is going to be the who? The storyteller. He says that in the Dream Society. Read that book. It's awesome. You got a winning recipe to increase your sales. And when you combine that with your photos, with your graphics, with your recorded videos, increase the storytelling experience in your live video, y'all, you won't be able to beat the people off. That is the formula. Stories in your content, live or written, help sync people's left and right brains together. The second thing you want to do is use metaphors, right? She had a face, what did Homer say in Troy? A face that could launch 1,000 ships. Y'all, that line right there, I just wish David had thought of it first. Woo! She had a face that could launch 1,000 ships. When I started my business, I flatlined. Can't you just see that? Can't you see me hitting the wall, frustrated, pulling my hair out? Connect with people using metaphors. They work on people's subconscious mind. And I have heard my coach say this 1,000,000 times. Sales are made in the subconscious mind, not the conscious mind. That's why you can't bombard people with a lot of data, details, and information. Y'all, we're not talking about surface, superficial level things. This is a spiritual experience when you give someone something that changes their life and you hold it in your hands. Understand that the metaphor is going to trigger for them an experience. When you tell somebody once upon a time, do you know their mind automatically shifts into a place where they are living the story with you? It is a science and it's an art, ladies. And if you're a businesswoman and you're sincere about growing and building a business, you've got to find a way to connect with women. You can't just post shit and think somebody's going to come to your messenger. You've got to evoke emotion time after time after time consistently. And then she'll reach out and she'll ask you for help. And the last thing you want to do is be relevant. You know, I see this a lot. It's more than just storytelling. You got to be relevant. If you just share something with people and it might be positive and it might be helpful, but if it ain't meeting a need that she's experienced, how would I know her need? You post. You share what you are. That's what a big part of your branding is, being vulnerable and being aware, conscious of enough of what you like and being confident in what you like, such that you share that in a valuable way so that your tribe members raise their hands and say, me too. Oh my gosh, that's me too. That's how you find out what people need. You watch what they're posting, listen to what they're saying in chat groups, look at what they're sharing in the group, in the communities, and then you do a post on it. You do a live on it. Be relevant. Just don't share shit for the sake of sharing it, right? Even my funny shit, y'all, it's gonna have an edge. Earlier today, y'all, I really was so excited. I stayed up, y'all. I'm not gonna lie. I stayed up till I'm not gonna even tell you. It was past 1:30. A little, the butterflies are in my stomach. I planned for this. I've worked on it. I've got my 7 days worked out. I got my lab stuff worked out. I was truly excited. And so what did I do today? I found a GIF of a guy doing a dance, a little boy doing a dance in his room that all of the young kids are doing now. I have to ask my son what the name of that dance is. But I shared that. But what I was conveying is that if you don't get excited about your own shit, nobody else will. Nothing happens until somebody gets excited, right? So even your funny stuff has to be relevant and meeting a need. So there it is. People have to have a shared connection with you to pull out their wallets, ladies. You've got to meet a need. You got to have the cure. And you have it because you've lived it. If you're a coach or a consultant, you're doing the work because you've done it. What you're doing is sharing it with her. You don't have to know it all. All you have to do is know your experience. And that's the industry secret revealed. Find your story, write it, hone it to perfection, rewrite it, commit it to memory, and connect it to your good product, service, offer, or opportunity. And my ladies, that's what we're going to do as a huge part of the Digital Charm class. We will create from your most defining life moments a story that is dripping with appeal, with emotion. I said emotion that calls your tribe to stand up. Baby, get my power cord. So, Asa, go get my power cord. Go get my power cord, please. Go get my power cord, please. It's by the bed. So, what else, beautiful ladies, can y'all hear me? Am I still on? What else, in addition to helping you create and develop stories, blending them as a part of your brand, because that's what brand is. You're telling a story. Your brand is a story. In addition to that, what will the Digital Charm class experience entail? This is an 8-week experience. This is an 8-week experience. Here, baby. And which means that you should not expect a popcorn microwave full-blown brand in 7 days. We're going to build this, and for those of you who already have something, we're going to tweak that till it's full-blown. So this is an entire 8-week experience. All right? This is not something we're going to crush out. We're going to work with it. We're going to shape it and mold it until you are satisfied. Now, I use that word lightly because we move for progress, not perfection. My ladies will tell you, I'm not going to sit over here and use it and try to, oh my gosh, I don't want to put it out there. Baby, we're putting it out there. We are launching it. That is what, it's like an end of term research project. Okay? So we're not going to do this. You're going to have assignments that normally, might not take but 10 to 15 minutes for us to go through it, but it might take an hour because you're going to fall in love with doing some of this stuff. Some of the activities you're going to run through. Others, I would not be surprised if you take a full 60 minutes to play with it. That's what I do, y'all. Y'all have seen the shit I put on my profile page. I love doing that. Do more of that. Yay, Margo, I'm so excited too. And then we're going to have hands-on lab. So I'm giving you, and I'll share this on the next slide. It's like we're in school. We're going to have our class. You remember chemistry, right? This is a science. You remember chemistry class? You had your day where the teacher did all of the content. And then there was a day you got your hands dirty in the lab. We're going to do hands-on stuff. And that's why I only wanted 5 women in this group, because of the time that I've got to invest in doing the hand holding and improving and doing the reviews. And, you ain't going to get it on the first time. Some of the techie stuff, we might have to go through it a couple of times, right? That's why I only wanted to work with 5 women to invest that kind of time. I couldn't do that with 10, 20 women. I might run this program again. I don't know. But I wanted a small group, and congratulations to Margot and Julie, because they did. They were a couple of the first signees, so they signed up, and they got the 60-minute branding genius consultation with me. So they're going to actually get a branding archetype, which is fantastic. They'll know exactly. I'm actually saving like 3 years of work with them doing the archetype. I need hand holding and butt kicking. Well, Krista, girl, I can kick some ass now. I love to do that, honey. Love to have you on board and kick your little bootay. And 7 days of live training. Now, they'll be stretched out, okay? I think 1 week I might have 2, but I tried to, if I could, maybe 2 weeks have 2 trainings for the lighter stuff. But I tried to kind of spread them out, even those weeks that have 2 trainings, to kind of spread them out so you could have time to do the activities. I've been in a whole lot of programs and courses where the stuff was like back to back to back to back. And I was like, how the hell I'm going to execute this, implement this? I need time. I got a PhD, but y'all, I was a slow child. It took me almost 10 years. So I teach like I learned, right? So we'll have 7 days. They'll be spread out, and you'll get real-time feedback from me about how things are looking, how it's gating. So I need you to be on tap. If you a slow mama and this might not be the season, and this is soccer season for you and your baby, this might not be a good time to sign up for the program, all right? If you invest in yourself, I'm going to make sure that you get your investments worth, and it doesn't make me feel good to take money and people not, are holding themselves accountable for the investment. Come on. So I'll be doing profile reviews, because there are going to be some things that we're definitely going to be cleaning up some profiles. I've looked at some of y'all profiles already. Boo. All right. So another option, now this is not a part of the Digital Charm experience, but you have the opportunity to do the VIP coaching. That's what I was sharing with you earlier about Margot and Julie winning. If you want that, oh my gosh, I'm gonna let them tell you after I get it done. I hadn't had a person that didn't get it done with Bill that was like, oh my gosh, they hit the ground running. Okay, so that's optional. But if you do become a class, maybe a student in the digital charm class, you get 30 days access to the secret code private community. When I'm running a program, I do not open up the community for people because that's time that I use to invest in people that do my programs. So what does that look like for real, Keisha? All right, here it is. I'm spelling it out for you so you'll know exactly what you're getting into. All right, the 7 days are going to look like this. Now, notice on this left side, that's the digital charm experience. That is the basic. That's like if you were majoring in music, this is like your basic curriculum, right? That's the basic. We're going to talk about what your brand is. You may decide, hey, let me create my logo in this experience. You'll have a lot of time to do that. Create a slogan. And y'all, let me share with this. You've heard this story of mine. I've changed my branding 3 or 4 times, right? That's why I told you, we're not going to be twiddling our thumbs and you sitting on the pot, not wanting to put something out there. It may change. It will change. I hope it does. But at least through this experience, you'll have a template, a framework in which to work from so that you won't need Keisha next time if you change it up. Okay? So we'll develop this. The more you evolve, so will your branding evolve, right? So we'll talk about visual things, graphics. That's the fun stuff that everybody likes. Your profile remodel, and the content. Content is going to be huge. Content is going to be huge. I've been debating if I should switch it around, let that be like first day, because you'll be working, of course, on your content for the rest of the 8 weeks. You know, never again will you try to have to figure out what you need to post on Facebook. Okay? Now, this is for the advanced. And I don't like using that word advanced, but the hands-on labs, this is for people who are looking to level up, right? You want to do Canva, but you want to add a little bit more extra in there too. You want to maybe purchase some of the apps. There are going to be a lot of them that are free, app sites and tools that I give you that are free, but there will be some that are paid apps. $2.99, you know what I'm saying, 99 cents. You might want to up level. And for those of you who are doing live, I encourage you to. The best thing I did for my business was to go live every day for a year. Live builds trust, it builds credibility. A 1 minute video, they say, is worth like 1,000,000 words. You can do it, the other way, but I encourage you, especially if you hadn't been doing it consistently, to consider doing live video, right? So recorded videos as well. You've seen my recorded videos. I try to do one every Sunday night. Again, we'll do the profile review in this and the writer's workshop. We're going to create 10 of the most defining stories of your life so that when you're in an elevator, you can give somebody that story, bing, bang, boom, and cry if you have to, Jim Rohn says. So, what does that look like? Now, you've got the 7-day experience. The digital charm class, that's the basic. That's our curriculum. That is $333 for the 8-week experience. Okay? Now, for 7 days of training, that's 7 days. That's basic. That's everybody got to get in that. You can't just get the hands-on. Now, if you want the hands-on, that is additional. $222. Keisha, I don't have $555 to give you tonight. I get it, boo. That's why we have flexible, friendly payment options that are available to you over the 8-week period. At minimum, you have to put down $111. At minimum, okay? And let me know. I'm going to put in the comments where you can register. I want you to register first before you pay anything and let me know which of the options you would like. In addition to the 7-day experience, if you want the hands-on labs, okay? And again, if you want special attention, if you want unlimited messages in Messenger, if you want to call me at 2 o'clock in the morning, that baby girl is extra, $150 an hour for the VIP coaching. And that gives you 1 full hour with me and 1 group coaching call during that 8 weeks. Now, registration for this. I've had this open for about 2 weeks now or better, right? Promoting this. It ends Tuesday at midnight. If you want to get in and get in now, like I said before, I may or may not offer this. This is going to be a lot of work for me and the ladies that are doing this. So I'll have to look at scaling up this program or doing it again. But this here program, this time I'm running it, it closes Tuesday midnight. Do not email me at 1:11 on Wednesday morning saying I'm ready, right? First thing you got to do as the leader, brand yourself as someone who has integrity, right? So I've got a comment. Let's see. Julie, don't laugh at me. Now, if you want to register for it, let me see if I can do this now. And I'm going to stop. Well, let me see if I can minimize it. Thank you, and I love you to live. Now, let me see if I can minimize that so I can put the I can do, y'all see one of my class works. Y'all can't see my assignment. That was one of my lectures. You can't see that. Okay, let me put this in here. I'm putting in the comment section now. Boom. Where you can go to register. That is to let me know which you'll be doing, the digital charm class or the digital charm class, ooh, tongue twister, and the lab. So click on that. Let me know which you'll be doing, and we'll go from there. I'll set up the payment options for you. You might want to take care of it all at once. You might want to do it in 2. You might want to do it in 3. You let me know. So at this time, I will open the floor for any questions, but I'll also stop the recording so the ladies who are listening to it on replay will not have to listen to us go on and on and on about how wonderful this program is going to be. They just get to experience it again too. So ladies, thank you so much for coming on. This has been the best. I am super excited. This is the first time this has ever been offered. I don't even know if this has been offered. I hadn't even seen this been offered on Facebook before. So I'm putting my heart and soul into it. I love this work. And ladies, with that, I love you to life.